Chapter 6, 117. The reason for overwhelming fortune? Translator, Chibi General Editor, Chibi General. Bam, bam, bam. Three 10-meter tall treemen raised their hammer-like fists as they attacked time and time again, crashing on the light barrier. Frost-Sub Peacock cried out sorrowfully. Its huge wings were sealed by gold. Only the land spirit's head was still exposed. My masters, I cannot hold on anymore. The land spirit sighed, its long eyelashes trembling slightly. The light barrier was getting weaker, and under the treemen's endless attacks, it was on the brink of collapsing. What was more scary was, Fang Yuan was closing in. Imperial Court Blessed Land was already in bad shape, and the land spirit, Frost Jade Peacock, was sealed. The remaining strength of the barrier was not a problem for Fang Yuan. He could break through it any moment. The fatal threat had already arrived, but Ma Hongyun and Zhao Lianyun still had no idea. Even though they could not sense Fang Yuan, the thick aura of death was suffocating them. Zhao Lianyun was silent and did not speak. She hid in Ma Hongyun's arms as she shut her eyes. After all, she was an ordinary woman. Ma Hongyun continually comforted her in a soft voice, even though he felt no hope himself. It's over. Fang Yuan shot out like lightning, stepping on twigs and branches as he entered the innermost layer of the treeman encirclement. But just when he was about to execute the finishing blow, as he was charging, Mo Yao shouted in his head, "Hey, this aura! Wait! Stop quickly!" "What is it?" Fang Yuan's momentum was lost. He stopped at a high area on a tree as he asked in suspicion. Ever since Mo Yao's will entered his head, he had never felt such intense emotions from her before. At this moment, Mo Yao showed herself in Fang Yuan's mind. She had tears all over her face. As her slim body was shivering, she was muttering, this aura, there's no mistake. There's absolutely no mistake. This is the aura of fortune rivaling heaven goo." Fortune rivaling heaven goo? Fang Yuan's heart jumped as he immediately recalled. Mo Yao had researched deeply about 88 True Yang building in her lifetime, taking a huge risk to enter the True Inheritance secluded domain for her lover Bo Qing. Her original motive was to obtain the supreme true inheritance of Luck Path. She wanted to steal the fortune rivaling heaven goo in it. But in the end, she only succeeded partially. As she spent a lot of effort and exerted all her strength, she was able to create a crack in the Luck Path true inheritance. However, fortune rivaling heaven. Gu flew into this crack and vanished into thin air. But Mo Yao did not return empty-handed. She obtained a portion of the Luck Path inheritance's details. Combined with her Refinement Path Grandmaster Foundation, she eventually refined Calamity Beckoning Gu. But Calamity Beckoning Gu was inferior to Fortune rivaling Heaven Gu. Mo Yao used it to help Bo Qing with his tribulation, and in the end both of them died. Eventually, Fang Yuan found Mo Yao's inheritance and refined Calamity Beckoning Gu once again, accepting Mo Yao's request to return the Rank 7 Gu House Water Pavilion to Spirit Affinity House. Now Mo Yao felt the aura of fortune rivaling Heaven Gu. This was a crucial immortal Gu that she had failed to obtain after spending her entire life and putting in immeasurable effort. It was understandable that she had become so agitated and emotional. Fortune rivaling heaven. Gu's aura is on this lad. I can't believe it. I, Mo Yao, spent my entire life and nearly died in the secluded domain. But eventually the fortune rivaling heaven Gu escaped, and this mortal lad got it by chance. Ha ha ha, is this life? Mo Yao raised her head and sighed as she laughed and cried. Her tone was extremely dejected. Fang Yuan squinted, his eyes glowing with cold light. He asked in his heart, that means fortune rivaling heaven Gu is currently on Ma Hongyun. Can you confirm that? Of course, I can never forget the aura of fortune rivaling heaven Gu, Mo Yao replied unhesitatingly. She continued and said, fortune rivaling heaven Gu is a one-time expenditure rank 8 Gu. It is formless and ethereal, being in essence a lump of luck. It is extremely difficult to capture with ordinary methods. Back then, my main body could not capture it, thus it managed to fly away from the scene and vanish without a trace. Even true Yang building could not trap it. It must have escaped to northern plains, roaming until it landed on that lad. So it is a one-time expenditure, Gu. Fang Yin was extremely disappointed, until fortune rivaling heaven. Gu was the greatest treasure in Giant Sun Immortal Venerable's luck path inheritance. It had extremely great value. Fang Yuan was unable to gain benefits in the true inheritance secluded domain, but if he could take fortune rivaling heaven Gu away from Ma Hongyun, that would be the best. But unfortunately, fortune rivaling heaven could only be used once before it vanished. Fang Yuan, you have to be careful. Fortune rivaling heaven Go is extremely special. Back then, Giant Sun Immortal Venerable had fortuitous encounters endlessly. Time after time, he would turn disasters into blessings. He unceasingly had great luck, and he relied on this Gu to a great extent. Ma Hongyun is affected by fortune rivaling heaven Gu. He is a true child of luck. His luck could be said to be ranked at #1 in the 5 regions. The luck that Giant Sun Immortal Venerable had back then would very possibly be replicated in him. Although luck is formless and ethereal, it is a part of strength and cannot be underestimated, Mo Yao quickly said anxiously. I know what to do. Fang Yuan held in his killing intent, his expression turning cold as he stopped on the tree branch, not attacking abruptly. He looked down from above at Ma Hongyun and others, allowing the tree men below him to attack. Actually, the two were not too far from each other, but even Frost Jade Peacock did not discover him. This showed how weak the land spirit was right now. It was obvious at one glance that the two sides had great difference in strength. It seemed that victory was in sight, and killing Ma Hongyun was extremely easy. But Fang Yuan did not think so. He was once a Gu immortal. His vision surpassed mortals. He understood. These so-called paths, wisdom path, refinement path, metal path, time path, and others, they looked like they were combinations of complex series of Gu worms gathered together. But in actuality, they were the deciphering of one's understanding towards heaven and earth, towards the mysteries of the universe. Luck path was the same. Based on Giant Sun Immortal Venerable's example, one could see that luck path, even compared to other paths, could more deeply explain the mysteries of heaven and earth in some aspect. Fang Yuan had never looked down on Ma Hongyun. He had always been vigilant towards him. Because his previous life's memories made him understand how high Ma Hongyun's future achievements would be. In his previous life, Ma Hongyun became the pillar of northern plains, the leader that resisted the attack of central continent Gu immortals. When Fang Yuan was killed by the barrage of Gu immortals, he was still growing and developing. Fang Yuan knew about Ma Hongyun's growth, and now he finally understood the origin of Ma Hongyun's heaven-defying luck. That was Giant Sun Immortal Venerable's greatest achievement in luck, path fortune rivaling heaven Gu. And the cause of all this was Mo Yao, who was residing in his mind. Luck did not have any physical form, and it could not be touched. But Fang Yuan knew the ability of this mystical power. No wonder Giant Sun's will purposely chose He Lulan and Ma Hongyun as the people to become the land spirit's master. He Lulan is the strongest person among his bloodline descendants, while Ma Hongyun had fortune rivaling heaven Gu. Fang Yuan felt that this situation was troublesome. Although Ma Hongyun was a tiny rank 3 Gu master, he had the power of a rank 8 immortal Gu protecting him. A rank 8 immortal Gu, only inferior to rank 9, such as the Wisdom Gu and Strength Gu of legends. It had absurd and unimaginable strength. Anyone who underestimated it would face a pitiful end. Fang Yuan was only a mortal back then in the true inheritance secluded domain. He could not even get close to the rank 7 human Chi Gu, not to mention the rank 8 fortune rivaling heaven Gu. Ma Hongyun looked harmless, but in all his experiences, when did he ever suffer a true loss? Every time he benefited from difficulties and had endless fortuitous encounters. All those who wished to harm or kill him faced a terrible end. Although every time he did not personally take action, but there would always be an external force or accident, along with a series of small coincidences. All of these added together to form a shocking power. Fang Yuan suddenly thought of Giant Sun's will. Earlier, Giant Sun's will wanted to exterminate Zhao Lianyun, but Ma Hongyun protected her with his life. This was as if Giant Sun's will had become an enemy of Ma Hongyun. Just as Giant Sun's will was about to strike, Fang Yuan appeared, pulling out True Yang Building and causing the heavenly tribulation to strike him. Even Giant Sun's will fell prey, huh? Fang Yuan looked at this from another angle and was shocked. I have the glass owner token. I can check the situation inside the entire 88 True Yang building. Why did I not strike earlier? Actually, it was completely unintentional. Or maybe I heard that Zhao Lianyun was an otherworldly demon and wanted to protect her. I was curious and wanted to investigate this. Fang Yuan recalled the scene. Giant Sun's wills was expelled from True Yang building. He could be said to be the culprit, but the timing was too coincidental. It allowed Ma Hongyun and Zhao Lianyun to escape death. If I suddenly attack Ma Hongyun, would I be like Giant Sun's will? Will an outside force intervene, or will an accident occur? Fang Yuan grabbed his glass owner token, considering his plans again. Wait, Fang Yuan thought about it again. What I've heard on this matter was only Mo Yao's statement. It seems to be credible, but what if she lied to me due to some special reason? Fang Yuan suddenly thought of this. Thus, he asked Mo Yao in his heart, strange, earlier when I used luck inspection goo, I observed the luck of everyone in the sacred palace. If Ma Hongyun had the fortune rivaling heaven goo, why did I not discover it? I could only see that the two with the highest luck were He Lu Lan and Tai Bai Yun Sheng. Mo Yao seemed to have predicted this question. She immediately answered, what's so strange about this? Fortune rivaling heaven goo is a rank 8 immortal goo. Your luck inspection goo is only a rank 5 mortal goo, an investigative goo that can allow a goo master to see luck despite its formlessness. How can a rank 5 investigative goo discover the luck created by a rank 8 immortal goo? If I cannot see it, how can I be sure that Ma Hongyun has fortune rivaling heaven goo's influence on him? Fang Yuan did not relent. He continued asking, oh, Fang Yuan, you are too suspicious. Mo Yao sighed, immediately answering, there is a method to make sure. That is to use investigative goo and check your own luck. Every time you act against the child of luck, because of the mutual influence between luck, your luck will become bad or even worse. If you do not believe me, you can check it that way. Time was limited. Fang Yuan immediately used luck inspection goo. What? His vision changed abruptly. Now Ma Hongyun and Zhao Lianyun's luck were rather tiny. They were the same as ordinary people. Meanwhile, there was a massive black luck, almost 300 meters tall, high enough to pierce heaven and earth.